5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring them out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Welcome to the ROMELLO Marcellus show. I'm he and he is me. It is another edition of the RMJ show. It is Thursday, October 21st? Yeah, 21st, 2021. Wow, all these 21s. Y'all need to play that, man. You gotta get to the lotto, man, and play that. You might get lucky. Yeah, man, it's a good day to be, man. I hope everybody's out here self-loving. Oh, yeah. Sonny's here. Son, Joe, JJ. What's up, baby? You're here.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
We'll see how they doing, I guess, in a minute. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of people saying a lot of goofy-ass shit, and I think some things will offend our sensibilities, you know. I'm starting with Condoleezza Rice and her interview. I mean, did you hear that? I mean, if you haven't heard it, I'm going to play a sound bite. Take a listen.
One of the worries that I have about the way that we're talking about race is that it either seems so big that somehow white people now have to feel guilty for everything that happened in the past. I don't think that's very productive. Or black people have to feel disempowered by race. I would like black kids to be completely empowered, to know that they are beautiful in their blackness, but in order to do that, I don't have to make white kids feel bad for being white. One of the worries that I have about
I'm kind of like, wow, now we're worried about making people feel bad that made us feel bad for over 400 plus years, and you know, their second argument had been to let it go. It happened. It's over. But damn, I thought that. When you wrong someone, you do something to make it right. There's some sort of reparations to some degree, but I'm not seeing that is the case for us for us.
No, absolutely. And it's some bullshit that anyone feels like we need to just get over it. As you said, until you make things right, it's still wrong.
Yeah.
On top of that, you know, yes, black kids in school need black history, African history. They need to know where they actually came from, but so do white kids. They need to know what their ancestors did. So if they are not aware, I don't think it's about making them feel bad, but, you know, as they say, ignorance is bliss. And what you don't know doesn't mean that you don't benefit or you don't affect the world that you live in still just by the color of your skin.
Correct.
You know, they take down the statues, they're taking things out of the history books that totally erase all of the things that we went through in this country. And so who is really going to have that information at whatever point? If you don't go searching for it, you'll never have it. And they're making it a whole lot harder for us to know who we truly are, where we truly came from, how we started, even within this own country. And so the further you move that information away from the white kids, they don't even understand the effects that they have on some of these black kids just by being who they are and not knowing that how they are is a privilege on the backs of our ancestors.
Right. I feel that she's seen some things, but she's been white. She's been washed like this wall behind me. And,
absolutely.
You know, for anyone that understands true suffering, you want some sort of, I wouldn't say retribution, but some sort of reciprocation for your troubles. And we've yet to see that. And we're still dealing with some of the same aspects that we've been dealing with, you know, since then. So I'll say it again. I'm not here to deal with anybody's fragility. Fuck your fragility. I'm not that's not my thing. You know, I've seen it where we've had to cower down and step and fetch, file in and gobble out and all that kind of shit, and without any you know, any repair. You know, somebody needs to make us whole. You know, before we can have that conversation. And I, like I said before, I'm not totally against that. I'm not one of those people that hate people. I believe in what's right. I think that we all should be in a position where we can be made whole. You know,
right.
Understanding is just not the key. I guess you could sit across from one another and have that conversation, because a lot of people are still in the dark of how we are treated. But where does it come where we talk about repair? Here we go. I covered on the last couple shows ago where you had Holocaust survivors in this country receive reparations. And I think, don't quote me, I think it was either 2 or 3 times, but I know it was more than once that they received reparations in this country. There's been numerous times when the campaign for presidency had gone on where you had people like Bernie Sanders will say things like, okay, all right, what about reparations? Who do we pay it to? You know, do we pay it to you? Who do we pay it to? And until we get under one umbrella and who we could recognize ourselves to be, we won't have that conversation, because they don't know who to earmark the reparations to.
Oh, they know.
Well, you got to look at it. It's called benign neglect. Okay, you can call a house a shelter, but it's not a home. You feel me? And until you call it what it is, you can legally neglect it. It's benign. It's nothing we have to deal with or address. You know, and you have to look at how we have been called different things forever now. We were called slave. We were called nigger. We were called Negro. We were called colored. We were called African Americans. We were called black. Now we're called shit. I don't know what the hell we're called. You know what I'm saying? Unvaccinated. Yeah, all of that shit. Yeah. So, you know, with the name change and and everything's changing, meaning that there's so many different labels. This is why we as a people are benign, and they could neglect us continually. And now we have our tethers coming into the country back and forth, and they prop them up to represent us when they have no idea what we've actually gone through to get to this point that we, I guess, quote unquote, would be considered living high on the hog to them from where they came from. That's why they have so much disdain for us. You know, shit, we built this motherfucker. So yeah, we can coast a little bit. We should. Absolutely. We have the right to. We should. Right. We should. And our coffers should be full too. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the biggest apology that someone can give you is change behavior. One of the issues with being a black woman, is that the treatment is still the same. As you said, the names change over the decades, but they write into law things to continue to perpetuate us as slaves.
Yeah.
Even in 2021, if you know those amendments and know where they apply and where they do not apply.
Yeah. Well, I mean, be it as it may, most battles that we fight, civilly or criminally, do not still to this day go in our favor. You can beat a traffic ticket. Because a lot of times adjudication is merely about whether you're going to pay the ticket or not. And if the officer doesn't show, or you'll get a break. But if you're standing there before the man, 9 times out of 10, you're going. And yeah. Now they're talking about, prime example, the memorial they put out for George Floyd. They're talking about, yeah, a criminal's got a statue, but shit. You think about how many criminals actually got statues around this country.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. You know, our forefathers were criminals. Or excuse me, this country's forefathers were criminals.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
And you find
Leave
that
that man's
statues
statue.
everywhere.
Yeah, leave that statue alone. I mean, and even to talk about the statues, they should have left the Confederate statues up too. I mean, we're so stupid. You know,
Don't
we're so
erase
smart,
the
we're stupid.
history.
Yeah, you're erasing the fucking evidence that it was even there, that it even went on. So, you know, we missed this generation, and you talk about things that are not even teaching in school anymore. So when we talk about that period, people can say where. Show us where these people were.
Absolutely.
You know?
It furthers
Leave
their
that
agenda
badge
to
of
say
shame
that
in the
we
middle
need
of
to get
town.
over it. Look,
Yeah.
we took these things down. We're not reminding you of it, but,
It doesn't
Massa is still riding that horseback as a cop
yeah.
or the overseer, and he still would crack his whip to this day.
Exactly. The thing is, that shit, it shouldn't offend you. It happened. It's evidence. We helping the motherfuckers get rid of their evidence. Help them clear themselves of their crime. That's crazy. Take the flag down. Take the statue down. No, leave that shit right there where it is.
Especially nothing changes. I mean, you can take a statue down. Is that going to help the criminal justice system? Is that going to
Not
help
at all. Not
even
at
out
all.
the employment gap? It is not going to help anything out.
Yeah, but because we're doing that, we're helping the whitewash. So our case and our solidarity that's not even there, if we ever got to that point, the case would be, damn. I mean, it'd be pretty weak.
They put their bullshit into a box and they dress it up and put a pretty bow on it and say, look at what I'm doing for you. At the end of the day, it's still shit.
Well, if they give you something, they're going to find a way to take it away from you. But to stay on that, I mean, Condoleezza, sit your ass down somewhere. You did what you needed to do. You were one of the most powerful women in the world for a time. And, you need to go on out the pasture. We don't need to hear from you. Thank you. Sit your ass down.
Right. Thank you and good night.
Biatch. Now, back to the tag, man. Look, if you're just joining the show, we had to get that rant out because it was something that bothered me. Look, there's a whole lot of this going on. In the day and age that we're in, Tinder, Facebook is the new Tinder. You swipe right, you swipe left. I say it like this. Social media is, you're going to do one or two things. You're a consumer or you're a troll. Which are you? If you're not on there to buy or to support something or to put something out for yourself, you're a troll or an addict. Most people get up in the morning, they'll touch their phones before they speak to anybody in their house. They'll pick up the phone and get on Instagram before they even thank God for waking up. That's bad. But the thing is, all of these little hookups and connections and the things that go on there, they allow so many doors to be open in your life for things to happen. So the topic is this. What do you do when you catch your mate cheating? Because I'm sure a lot of you have. What do you do? How do you respond? What did you do? How did you catch him? What's the story?
Ooh.
But here, it became a thing to me, honestly, because, I like Jess, and she's so on point with shit. This is what she had to say.
We are the most contradicting species in the world. I'm going to just call it how I see it. We definitely fucked up. Ladies, we are the most contradicting species in the world. I'm going to just call it how I see it. We definitely fucked up in the head. Because we get mad, man. I'm talking about our whole world comes to an end when we find out a nigga cheating on us. But the whole time, we cheating too. Matter of fact, we cheated first. So really, the nigga don't even know he cheating back. See, the difference is we know how to do it and don't get caught. Now listen, it's completely natural for women to go through their man's phone. That's how 90% of y'all niggas get caught. It's not natural for a man to go through his woman's phone. That's why we could be laying right next to you texting another nigga. As long as we lean over every 30 seconds and give you a little mwah, you'll never suspect anything. Ladies, we get so upset because we're natural competitors. We think whoever this nigga cheating on us with, he may somehow leave us for them. Which is not the case most of the time because niggas don't catch feelings like we do. But ladies, we think that way because we're doing the same thing. Every time you get mad at your boyfriend, you planning out the rest of your future with the nigga you cheating with, huh? You fantasizing about living with him, what the kid's gonna look like. You walk around the house, fake pregnant bomb, talking to yourself.
Wow.
Yeah. How accurate is she? She has a lot to say.
She's not off base. For depending on who you are and where you are, but definitely not off base. I understand her perspective for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay, you kind of like minimizing, and
No,
yeah, shit ain't cool. You
I mean, it's
minimizing.
the woman's perspective. So from her perspective of someone who I guess is cheating, yeah, most of the time you're cheating back, but that can also go the other way. You know,
I hear you.
no, it's not you hear me. It goes back to what I say about transparency and honesty, right?
I
If
hear
a
you.
person knows they don't want to be monogamous in a relationship, say that shit up front. You save a whole lot of time. That's what you always say. But the person who isn't interested in being monogamous isn't going to say that. They'll just go do the fuck shit behind their person's back because they don't want the other person to do the same shit to them.
I get that. I hear you, loud and
But
clear.
I get it. There have definitely been times where I don't know if I cheated back. Well, I would have to say I cheated back. Or I cheated because of. Not that it was right, but it was in response to the fuck shit that was going on around me. But it definitely happens both ways. I think women get away with it because we are way more mindful of our surroundings, of what we're doing, how we're doing it, how we move when we move. We know your schedules better than probably y'all know y'all schedules, and so we can maneuver a whole lot easier.
Yeah, so you got the game, fellas. You got to be unpredictable.
You got to be unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, Al Green is still around. I'm sure things happen there, but you know, yeah. But I mean, you know, the risk of the thing is that, you know, you got to look at how many people are doing other people and dealing with other people out here, and it's like you're not the only one. So, you know, remember the show I did about side pieces. Do you concern yourself about the emotional state of your side piece? Most don't. And they don't know that, okay, the side piece thinks that they're number one, but you got a number one at home. So you're really playing Russian roulette. You're going to get your ass killed.
That's
what
that
you're
line.
going to do. Yeah.
I mean, and then you have to define what would it look like if you were cheated on. Because for me, it's anything that I say I'm not cool with. Right? So if I'm in a relationship and I say I'm not cool with you communicating with a woman who is not a part of your family or business, whatever female friends you have now, as long as it was truly a female friendship. And I'm not even cool with that all the time because, you know, y'all dudes toe the line with that shit too. But if it was a friend that you had,
what you mean? No.
You say it's a friend, but you know it
that's
ain't really a friend.
bullshit. One thing I do know, ain't no woman gonna play no goddamn friend or no cousin. But you know, you got niggas that'll do that all day long. Hey, what's up, my man?
We in a
Yeah,
different era.
we
Yes,
sandbox
we
it,
will.
and yeah.
I
don't know
those
about
chicks that go hang around as the friend whole time they smashing him down.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
I've never seen any of those.
Well, I have
Never.
Up close in person.
Wow. They ever get busted?
No, still fucking to this day.
Goddamn shame.
We talking
Nasty.
20, 30 plus years.
So the lady ever catch him? Then what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't get that. A lot of times you have a person who never has certain things in their background, never has the personality to snap like that. But that's the ultimate betrayal. You have me around this woman. You have me thinking me and this woman is cool enough to be friends. She comes to the birthday party. She's around for Christmas and holidays and New Year's Eve and water the whole time y'all been fucking. Like, that'll get a person murdered and that'll get another person off for some temporary insanity type shit.
Yeah. I mean, I've always known that women do it better. It's very, very, very simple to do. I mean, it's like the judo thing. You're using the individual's weight of pursuit against him. So as they're pursuing you, they're not really paying attention to all the other shit. It's like the 3-card Monte. You got one thing over here, but you're hiding the one thing, and you can give so much, and the other shit will never be seen. And you'll keep picking the wrong walnut or cup. Yeah.
Yes. And see, you men minimize it to you all just don't pay that much attention, but when a woman is on the receiving end of that, it's received as you just really ain't give a fuck. Like, you out here this motherfucking messy.
Yeah.
You really ain't care.
We weren't even thinking along those lines, because there was nothing. I guess there was nothing that was, going to be established with the outer circle, the person outside of the circle of trust.
Yeah, okay, circle of trust.
The circle of trust.
Let me ask you this question. Do you all consider, I guess you don't if you're not thinking about it, do you ever think about your significant other, if they were to catch you, how they would feel about that?
Most guys don't. Most guys don't.
So that's not even a thought that runs through your head.
Not a thought at all. Not a thought at all. But I'll tell you one thing.
I think that's why women are better, because in the end, if you have someone that you really love, for whatever reason you decide to cheat on them, it's never about hurting someone. If it is, she's going to do it in a way to get caught.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you like this. I do know that if a man gets caught, the fear, the fear of God is in him. He will know his name and where he's at and everything else. He will have a new life, a new lease on it. Period. He probably won't even sleep for the next 5 nights in the house. Anywhere. Probably won't eat his food. He won't drink water. He'll take showers with his sneakers on. He'll do a whole bunch of shit. Yep.
Let me say this to you. At any point when I cheated, had I gotten caught, that relationship would have ended as soon as I got caught. I would have been sorry, but I never would trust the person to sleep next to them again.
Wow.
I couldn't eat the food you cook. Couldn't ride in the car you want to drive. No, I just wouldn't trust it. I've seen some crazy shit in my life, and you ain't about to get me into sleep. You're going to have to catch me while I'm wide awake.
So why do you think that this is more prevalent today? You know, in this day and age? I mean, is it because we seek variety, or is it that we don't seek, or we're not, or the majority of us are not confident and satisfied with ourselves? Because usually ugly people hurt ugly people, and ugly people seek ugly people to medicate. You know, just like I said, when you get up and you touch the phone or the thing and you get on social media, that's a vice. That's an addiction. But you have other, there's other addictions, drink, alcohol, tobacco, sex, feeling of the euphoria of being affirmed. A lot of people think that that's a way of being affirmed, and they want to be told some shit they want to hear.
This is my perspective on the situation. When I was growing up, the neighborhood I lived in, there was maybe 1 or 2 neighborhood hoes, right? Mm-hmm. And only one of them sucked dick. And that was she was like over the top. She was way advanced. She was a slut. That's how we saw her. Mm-hmm. I think with social media, you bring all of these people to the forefront. Mm-hmm. It's way more access to things that you can be addicted to visually.
Right.
It may be something that you're attracted to, and you get to see that all day long. It's no more about, let me go to the club and talk to 10 girls and, 2 of them may give me their number. You literally have access to millions of females.
Well, you got access to millions of males too, so,
Absolutely. I mean,
all right, so let's keep it fair now. You ain't going to be no man bashing on this damn.
Access.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think that desensitizes us in person? You think about it. You do all of that online. You meet up individuals. You can't even talk. You're like, damn. What do you walk up and you pull out your phone and you text the motherfucker? Hey, let me text you my conversation. Or are you willing to walk up and extend your hand and say, hi, my name is Kevin, and I'm a Capricorn. Yeah.
I said I was taking that a little different. I was thinking about for the people who are in relationships, right? So here you
Yeah.
are in a relationship in the social media era with all this access to all of these people who on the outside may look like your dream person. They may present themselves like, a pretender, and they are the person that you want to be with.
Right.
And
And
so
somebody.
you're shooting your shot all day long. You're double tapping. You
Oh.
might be sliding into the DMs. You
Yep.
might comment under the post.
Yep.
The more you comment, the more you like, the more you slide into the DMs. It's all an algorithm.
Mm.
And this person is saying, oh, this person is hitting me up constantly. Oh, he always, maybe
Or
something going on in
she's
my
always
relationship. Or
liking
she,
pictures.
or
Or
she,
yeah,
or
she.
she.
Yeah. You got to do. Yeah, it's a dual conversation. We not bashing anyone tonight. We're just talking.
I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just
'Cause
speaking
I don't
from my
feel like
perspective
turning it up 'cause
on the
it won't be
things.
good.
Hey,
It
turn
won't be
up.
good.
Turn
Won't be
up.
good.
Do it.
Won't be good.
Listen.
Won't be good.
And so what ends up happening is, your significant other sees this thing, and it almost is like you're desensitized to what would be considered cheating because you're still sending a message. Whether
I've seen
someone responds or not, you're putting energy out into the atmosphere that could potentially be opened up for real into something that you may not have expected or you may be wanting.
All right, but here's the thing. I've seen some fucked up stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was an individual, and they were stepping out and cheating and doing shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the motherfucker died on the woman. The family had to come and get him. And they disowned his motherfucking ass. They put a GoFundMe page up on the thing.
While he was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be,
If you're gonna bury this some bitch, and then that's gonna be on y'all, because we ain't doing a fucking thing. And that's bad.
It's not bad. It's you can't treat people fucked up because of something that you're not willing to be honest about and then get mad when the people are like, I don't fuck with you then.
Well, I'll just say this. If you're out there, motherfuckers, make sure you got some burial insurance and your affairs
and make sure the right
is
people
in
have
order.
access to that information. You fuck around, be swimming with the fishes as dust, and you really wanted a big funeral.
And then make sure that there are no new insurance policies out on you. Because one thing I do know is if a woman knows something about your ass, boy, she ain't gonna tell you. She gonna wait for the opportunity time to slit your throat or poison your ass out, rub you out.
What about the funerals? Have you ever been to a funeral where the man who has passed away had families?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
I've been to a funeral where they goddamn turned the damn body over and had to call a damn squad of cops to come and to shut the church down.
That's what I'm saying. In
tore the damn church up and
world,
flipped the body over and everything.
With all of the access and how you can get busted, people recording people all the time, it is best to just go ahead and say what it is that you want.
Yeah.
And find the person that wants what you want, because don't be around here fucking with somebody that is not interested in multiple people and then get mad when your head be on the chopping block.
But what do you do? I mean, when you, at that very moment, do you just, okay, let's say you're right there and you figure it out and then it shows itself. You walk up, like I said, a guy walked up in a restaurant and boom, that was a whole nother conversation. Do you zap out and beat the people up, or do you walk away, get your shit and walk away and wish you beat somebody? What do you do? How do you contain? How do you maintain yourself? Do you go out and get over on somebody else or get under somebody else to get over the other person? What do you do? How do you?
Well, I definitely
that's the
don't
question.
get under to get over. Not at this point. I don't know when I've ever done that. I may have done that before.
Okay.
So you can. I mean, that's one route. You can,
that's crunchy.
Get under to get over.
That's some
if
crunchy
that's what
ass
you're
shit.
feeling. At this point in life, I'm going to be super honest with you. I have always walked away from situations very peacefully. Like, leave me alone now. You done did what you did.
Well, I'm learning some more shit about you because I ain't never heard no shit like it come out your mouth. You have lost some stripes with me, partner.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm just telling you today, who I am today. If that shit happened to me, I'm in a restaurant chilling with my supposed dude and his wife walks up in there, it's gonna be some hell to pay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not walking away. I'm tired of.
Why you got to be hell to pay if you didn't know? Or you gonna get him? Or y'all?
Oh, it's not gonna be for her. I don't think that you ever go at the person who was in the unknown, who didn't know. You go after the person who knew. I'm gonna fuck him up. Period.
Oh, okay. So then it's about him. Okay.
It's only about him.
Oh, like the dude.
Now,
the dude that was sitting there with Nevaeh's mama in the restaurant, and she came in there on him, and she said she wished she brought a shotgun.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, that's me walking in. That's a whole nother situation. It really depends on the setting. Because it's like if I come home and a female is in my house, I don't care. Mm-hmm.
Why you don't care? Oh, that
everybody's gonna get it. I said that on the other show.
Oh,
if I come home and a female is in my house, he gonna die and she gonna die. And if I have to die to make sure they die, then we all about to die.
God damn.
At this point, like I'm too honest at this point in my life with the person that I'm dealing with to be on some fuck shit. If you want some fuck shit, you better tell me now you want some fuck shit, so we ain't gotta be on some death shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure everybody want to live, to their ripe old age of 90, 99. Yeah.
Yeah, you have people who are emotionally damaged. There are a lot of emotionally damaged people, especially in our community. You don't want to keep fucking around with people the way people are fucking with people.
Man, you better tell it.
Like, people are not playing today.
I mean, and I kind of guess why this may sound sadistic, like I said last night. You got to go grow you one. You ladies, you're going to have to go stand outside the high school and with the PlayStation and a pair of Jordans and get you one and raise him. Yeah, that way he's groomed to you and you got control until you release him into the wild.
Make sure y'all living off the grid. Ain't no Wi-Fi and no access. If you got a phone, you got a flip phone. Get you a BlackBerry. Play Snake on it. Get your
Obama phone. Just dial out.
Phone.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it and that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I'm just like, you hear it and you see it everywhere, all day, everywhere. And you just kind of just shake your head. And you're like, this motherfucker was just professing to be with this individual, and they were over in Mexico. Now you see this joker over here and with this joker off in the cut somewhere. And you say, well, where your people at? I mean, you say it to yourself, but you say it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
the world we live in today, there's too many different things that a person can do that is acceptable now that just wasn't acceptable back in the day. There are plenty of people who want to be in relationships where it's okay to have multiples.
Do you think that it's perpetuated by this? I can be anything I want to be on these platforms. So I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do without regard to other folks' feelings or emotions. Is that safe to say?
I don't know if it's that. I think it has a lot to do with access. I think it has a lot to do with me wanting the ready-made person. Right? I want the ready-made person. I want someone who fits me 100% today. If I meet you today, you got to know everything that I need you to know today. And the one time you don't, if I'm already in a relationship with you, it may be harder to get out of it, which leads to cheating anyway. Mm-hmm. But if, that a lot of people get ghosted because it's like, okay, I found somebody else. You only fit 9 of the 10 things, or let me reduce that. You fit 7 of the 10 that I need, but this person fits 8 of the 10. It may not even be the better 8. But it's just 8 of the 10 things.
So let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it true that women fantasize about other men when they're laying with their man?
No. You can. I mean, I'm not going to say it never happened.
Yet.
I don't think. Look, nothing is 100% of the time. Absolutely not.
Okay, so you're saying no.
Again.
You standing on that no? Is that a hard no?
I'm standing on
like
my no for me. It ain't no.
But that's for you. Okay. Wow. Hang on.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. When we talk
It's
about
a hard no for me.
a hard no.
It's a hard no. And the reason for me, it's a connection thing. It's a connection to who I am with.
Well, we weren't talking about you. I was being more general with my question. I was being more general.
Absolutely. I think it does happen. I think it happens both. Well, I think it happens for women. Yes, absolutely. Especially knowing that we can lie about being satisfied sexually with the person that we're laying with.
So let me ask you this.
Sometimes it takes you to go to a different place.
So what would make a woman have eyes for another individual if she's supposed to be so content with the one that she's with?
Because she's not content. That would be the lie.
There you go. So we talk about that. I mean, spiritually, if you can conceive it, you can achieve it. So if you've done it in your mind, you've already actually done it.
But how many times a day do you have a thought that's not pure in your mind? I think that's just natural.
Well,
it's also like
time.
I have children. Shit. Sometimes I have a thought in my head to fuck them up, but that don't mean I do it.
Yeah, but yeah, what you said. So nobody's safe is basically where we are at this day and age, because I mean things are traveling so fast.
I think it comes down to maturity. Like I would be a fool to think that my man isn't looking at other females. There's beautiful females all around, all up and down social media. So I'm not naive to that. I'm not even going to say you better have eyes only for me. That would be dumb. And I think if he believed that I never saw an attractive man, he would be pretty foolish. It's on how mature are you? Are you really locked into who you're with? Because I can see an attractive man. That doesn't mean that I'm more attracted to him than I am to my man. That doesn't mean that he fits my man's mode or whatever it is that me and my man have built or are building, that is willing or it's worth me risking for someone I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'll say this. I guess it's safe.
But people risk it all the time.
It's safe to say that once again, we all want honesty, but we're not willing to be honest. The majority of us are not willing to be honest. I'll say this.
I don't know if it's that. I think most people are willing to be honest, but they cannot receive that same level of honesty. People think they want to receive honesty. They want to be honest. They want to tell you how it is. This is who I am and blah, 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 blah. But when it comes down to that other person across the table telling you who they are, it's a whole lot harder hit to take.
Yeah, they want to say, fuck you. You can't be that. I can be that. Only me. Only me can have my cake and eat it, too. And if you do it, then I'm going to beat you. I'm going to put you in the dungeon. I won't let you out to work.
I can cheat, but if you cheat, your ass going to die.
Of something, I'm sure. Yeah. We're not on here to incriminate ourselves because, things do happen and, goes down. And, can't do that. Zero, we replay that. You said that was going to happen, and no, that's not what we're talking about. Yeah. Someday. Yeah.
Allegedly,
yeah. Well, if you're just joining the show, man, the topic tonight was what do you do when you catch your mate cheating? We covered a few other things too, man, and I'm still not a fan of any other culture's fragility right now. I have to stand for mine. I have to ride for mine. And, hopefully we'll get some sort of relief in the form of some sort of reparations. And it will come to us. We need to fly a flag and stand under one flag. We need to weed out the tethers and reprogram them, retrain them, then they can walk with us. But until then, we have to kind of separate ourselves. Yeah. We're the grassroots folks here, and the sun will continue to shine on our faces and backs. And, we got to get our shit together, people. Self-care, self-love, love yourself. Love others as you'd have them love you. Love on yourself so people can see how you love yourself so they'll know how to love you. Okay? And if they don't love you, who gives a shit? As long as you love you, that's what matters. And all you're getting, get you some understanding. At the end of the day, that's what matters. We are a village, and we're here to be sounding boards for one another and water our gardens so that we can have some exponential growth. And until next time, we love you. We love you. We love you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the ROMELLO Marcellus show. The fly uncle you always wish you had. Bring him out. Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert. All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you.
Check it out.
You're now rocking with the best.